Good afternoon, internet. Welcome finally back. It's been a little bit since I've been in. It's been an odd couple of weeks. Last weekend I didn't stream because I injured my hand. My hand is mostly, well, it doesn't look great, but at least don't need to wear the bandages anymore. And hang on, I need to push a button or two. Um, I'll this down a little bit. Uh, I streamed last Tuesday to finish up Fallout 4. Well, finish the main story of Fallout 4. There's a lot still to do in Fallout. I've got ton of DLC and everything to do, but I kind of got to the point where I feel more like doing that stuff off stream, I think. Ready to move on to new things. I had every intention of streaming yesterday until I woke up and allergies were really kind of kicking my butt the last couple of days, so I opted to just kind of take the day off and rest. But today I'm good. Oh, I need to buy an ID kit.
I'm not impressed.
I'm already feeling a bit slow. Thinking like, what am I doing? What's going on? First thing is just to clear up some of this inventory business. Oh, and there's an onyx gemstone. I'm going to want to keep that. And let's see. Can't use the chest. Oh, duh. I was at him already, the merchant. Blah. I'm feeling better than I was feeling yesterday, but I'm still feeling slow. But that's maybe a good thing for playing Guild Wars. It's like even with just the half hero setup, the game to a degree, plays itself. So now what am I doing? Last time I think I had done the char, but actually not last time. The time before last, I finished up the char section. And I was just doing the previous weekend, I just did some random dungeons. Yeah, I did Ragar's Menagerie and Frostmaws. Did I do something else? I don't recall. But I think I have, story-wise, I still have the Asura stuff. Go through Vloxen. Okay. So I think we'll do this, and I believe we need to leave through Olaf instead, if I recall. And let's get some henchmen filling out the back end of the party. And yeah, I'll bring fire. Fire and interrupts. Never have too many interrupts as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, again, no grand plan for today beyond vaguely thinking. It's like, yeah, I'll just push the story. Last time I just did some random dungeons. This time it's like, well, I feel maybe a little more like getting on with the story. I do think that before I end this Iron Man business, I am thinking of making a run at all the dungeons. Hey there, Dargus. Welcome in. Dargus, you might be interested to know. Am I winning? I haven't even started yet. I'm a little sleepy. However, you in particular might be interested to know some of the news that's been going on. We are in the market for a new cat. And we've been looking around. So, kitty, yep, exactly. And we've been looking around. Now, there's a catch to this. Is that since Liam was kind of much more my wife's cat in terms of cuddling and, you know, and she has felt his loss a bit more keenly than I have. I kind of want her to choose the next cat. Now, she's been a bit indecisive, you know, she's not sure if she's ready yet, you know, because she's kind of not really over Liam yet. But at the same time, we do feel it's missing. Gonna ship the new cat to France. Dargus, that does us nothing as far as having a new cat. You know, if we're going to adopt a new cat to keep around here, unfortunately, it does not involve France. So, but no, we went through. There's actually two things that happened last weekend. One was, you're gonna have to fight those guys, or can we just sneak by? I think we can sneak by. There's two things that happened last weekend. One, of course, I injured my hand, you know, and that's kind of why I canceled stream. But actually, that Saturday in the afternoon, she spotted a kitten that was over at the Humane Society that she wanted to meet. As soon as she sees a new cat, she'll instantly be conquered. Not quite. That's actually the story we're going towards. She saw a kitten online that the Humane Society had that seemed like maybe a good fit. But she also saw another kitten that had an actual, like, psychological profile built up on it. You know, said that it was a very cuddly cat. You know, it was, you know, very loving, very cuddly. You know, wants to curl up in your lap all the time. Two new cats, not outside the realm of possibility. Honestly, I am of the opinion, you know, if it comes down to it, and we find a cat or a kitten that she's absolutely in love with, but it turns out it's part of a bonded pair, I am willing to go up to a 4-cat household, you know. But she spotted this cat at Humane Society and put in an appointment, you know, to meet this cat. I mentioned this before. There's a little bit of a quirk in Oregon. Well, I shouldn't say Oregon. It might just really be the Portland metro area. Is that demand for cats and kittens, of course, really, you know, is far more than the supply. So there's not enough cats to go around. So the Humane Society is like, there's so much demand. You guys, you know, if you want to meet a cat, you got to make an appointment. Yeah, it is really unusual. So we're like, okay, well, we made an appointment. We'll meet this kitten and see how it goes. Well, since there's so much demand, these kittens get snapped up really, really fast. You know, so if you're not like the first one to make an appointment, you know, you're kind of out of luck. And we didn't hear back from the Humane Society for a little bit, and we thought, oh, well, okay, we probably didn't get it. You know, that's fine. That's just the way it goes. It is a good thing. So in the amount of time between when we figured we weren't first in line for this cat, it went to somebody else, she found this other kitten that had this, you know, personality profile, and she started falling in love with that one. Well, as soon as she falls in love with this other kitten, we get a call from the Humane Society. Hey, congratulations, you're first in line for this kitten. You want to come meet him? And we're like, well, we kind of do, but now my wife is attached to this other kitten, and you know, it was all a little awkward. We went down and we met the kitten at the Humane Society, and the kitten itself, very, very, very cute, very nice, but my wife was looking for a connection, you know, and the kitten, honestly, you know, wasn't actually all that interested in us. It was far more interested in exploring the meet and greet room. I mean, which is fair, honestly. The kitten's been dragged into a new environment, and I forgot to pick up the bounty. Oh well. Now we ended up. It sounds bad, and I still do feel a little bad about it. Is we did not pick up the kitten. You know, we ended up walking away from that kitten. The reason we did, again, my wife was attached to this other one that was online, but we checked. Exactly. You did what? Yeah, I know. But hang on a second. We were able to walk away because that kitten already had a line of people behind us, ready and waiting to adopt. And when we were in the meet and greet room, you know, my wife, she was really conflicted. She's like, he's really cute, he's nice and everything. I don't feel a strong connection, but also more than anything else, she realized she's still not over Liam. Hey, Holson, welcome in. It'll be forgiven eventually. Yeah. Hey, Holson, welcome in. I'm relaying stories. You know, we're starting to look around into getting a new kitten. So yeah, and that was what it is she felt it's like, you know, maybe we're rushing this a little bit. Now keep in mind that was just last weekend. Fast forward to this weekend. She's this other cat that got this personality profile that she was kind of in love with got adopted out, of course. You know, there was no question he would get adopted, so we missed out on that one too. So she's still looking. She has found another kitten that she's kind of in love with. That is actually, it's so young, he's not ready to adopt out yet. So it doesn't really have a very, like if you go to Pet Finder, you wouldn't find this kitten. The only reason she found it is because she follows a hang on. Oh, I thought I had to go through. Oh, Bloxon is over this way. Oh, okay, it's been a while. I don't recall where things are. So yeah, she's found another kitten. Again, this kitten doesn't really have a, you know, isn't publicly viewable. It's only 6 or 7 weeks old. Cute little black, you know, black ball of fluff. Long-haired male kitten. And she's kind of in love with it, but too young to be adopted out, so it doesn't have a big online presence yet. But she has requested. It's like, hey, if no one has reserved this one, could we maybe be put on the list? And we haven't heard back yet, so we don't know. Before she got attached to that kitten, we were actually thinking of going down to Salem because they had a couple of long-hair cats down there that she was looking at. So I actually originally wasn't planning on streaming today because there was a good chance that we were going to be, you know, on a road trip to Salem, but we've opted to not do the thing we did last weekend, which is you know, make an appointment for this one cat only to be, you know, suddenly get attached to this other cat, you know. So for now we're waiting. But just know there is a search for kittens going on. And I didn't pick up the bounty. Well, that's okay. There's a guy here I can pick up a bounty from.
You need me?
But yeah, as far as the game is concerned, Sunday Guild Wars, it's kind of sleepy, which is fine because I'm not feeling particularly intense today. Wasn't really sure what to do today, so I think I'm just gonna push. You know, I've already done the Norn and the Char side of things, so I think I'm just gonna wrap up the Asura side of things, and then maybe next weekend, or not next weekend, but the next time I stream Guild Wars, I might finish up the main story. I do kind of want to make a run at the dungeons, or almost all the dungeons. I say almost all the dungeons because Shards of Ore can go fuck itself, honestly. Even in normal mode. Now I'm like, I'm just not feeling that one. Does this crippled and activate skills slower? Yeah, that would do it. Suddenly started feeling really sluggish. Oops. So yeah, today probably just doing some Asuran story stuff, not doing anything too hardcore. I'm kind of thinking, because like once I finish up the story on this, technically this Iron Man character will be done. Unless I wanted to push Winds of Change or Warren Kryta, which I was given some serious thought to, and I feel like I've pretty much decided not to. If only because I realized at the end of Warren Kryta, you've got the Battle for Lion's Arch, which is a mission. I love that mission, but I do not believe I would be able to do it with the three-man hero team. Oh, speaking of, I lost my party menu. I don't think I'd be able to do it with the iron limitations I currently have. And I feel it's like, you know, that's okay. I'm starting to get a little... Try Vision of Glint. Oh, you mean the Titan quests? Did I get those? Hang on. Yeah, I do have yeah, I do have a couple of Titan quests. Smell of Titan in the morning. Oh no, that is Eye of the North one. Last Day Dawns is one of them. That could be a challenge. I don't know. I think, did I try? Oh, I think I tried it. I think I tried the Titan quests, but it was before I had heroes with me, so I could only go out with henchmen. And of course the henchmen were low level. It didn't go very well. Vision of Glint is the only thing you ever completed in hard mode in Guild Wars 1. Oh, really? So you haven't done, like, you know, missions? Emerald Grotto. Yeah, oh, this is an outpost. Yeah, I should grab this. Yeah, I think I did most everything in hard mode. If only so I could, you know, get the, get Guam. Oh, and here's Molinan. Take that. Oh, sorry. Never completed in hard mode. Gotcha. Must free my people. Yeah, I'm not actively doing that one, though. Just going to find the Asura. I'll come back and I'll do the dungeons later. Yeah, the Titan quests... Titan quests, you know, kind of mean business. I think I did something where... Did I try to do the Ascalon one by leaving from Temple of the Ages so that I would get higher level heroes and a party of 8? I don't know if I tried... I don't recall if I tried that. It's been so long. Okay, tunnel this way. And I realize I don't have any lock... Nope, I don't have any lockpicks. Oh well. But yeah, yesterday it was my intention, originally, to play Indica, which is... I still don't even really know what that game is. All I know is, like, you're playing as a nun around, you know, roughly the time of the Russian Revolution in Russia, and I think it's like your whole life you've been, you know, sheltered in a convent, but then suddenly you're given this mission to like deliver a letter somewhere. So it's like your first time out in the world.
Boy,
and
you're now second best in the family.
But it's got some really freaky visuals and everything too. Hey Nyrax, welcome in. How you doing today? I'm feeling it's a bit of a sleepy day for me here, so not super high energy. Oh right, fungal spores. Okay, fungal spores we need to kill before they turn into other new enemies. Dimly recall how this goes. Yeah, I know there's a boulder up here. Doing good. You have a new hyperfixation? Uh-oh. What's the latest? I was just telling chat, you know, our fixation right now is a little bit, we're starting to look at getting a new kitten to add to the family, you know. But at the same time, you know, it's trying to make it more my wife's decision than anything, and she's a bit conflicted. A show called Miraculous Ladybug. Is that the it's like an animated one where it's like a superhero, it's like a teenage Supergirl or something, but she dresses like a ladybug? I don't know anything about it. I've just seen like artwork and I'm like, huh, that's kind of an odd thing. Or is this something completely different? Probably show about a pair of teenage superheroes in Paris. Oh, okay, so it is the one. Okay. I feel like that has been out for a while. Oh shoot, fungal spore. Ah, drat. I didn't see it. I saw it too late. Oh, there's another one. There's no... Oh, no, no, no. That's trying to lead us. I know there's a trap. There it goes. There goes the boulder. Only recent came across and kind of hooked on it now? Like, that's cool. I haven't really bothered to check. I suppose it's not fair to the show. I figured it was, you know, probably I'm maybe not the target audience for it. But I mean, that certainly doesn't mean the shows can be bad. Oh, and I forgot to pick up the bounty again. Oh well. Yeah, what did I start watching recently? I can't remember. I started watching something the other day, and I can't recall what it was. I was watching a video game documentary series that just kind of goes over the history of the evolution of video games. There's no shortage of those. Locked chest, and I have no lockpicks. Oh well, sad story. So actually, I suppose Nyrax, a question about that show. What do you think? How do you think that show hooked you? Like, what's the selling point on it? I don't, offhand, I don't really know. I honestly still have a little bit of, superhero fatigue. Like, yeah. It's like people with superpowers, that genres. I'm kind of tired of it's like, oh yeah, they're special because they've got powers. I'm starting to lean more in the opposite direction. It's like, I want to see more stories about, ordinary people that rise to the occasion as needed. Doff? Hey, Doff. What's up?
Need me?
Mamp, the Asura Honcho, sent me here to guard this gate leading back to Tarnished Coast. He gave me this phantasmal cloak to conceal myself, but the smoke is almost unbearable. How does it work, you ask? Badly, if at all. And the vapors make my eyes water. Of course, you're welcome to use the gate. It rarely kills anyone using it. Well, what a selling point. Amused by the love square that the two main characters have managed to find themselves in. The theme song slaps. That's valid.
The destroyers have followed us to the surface.
Yes, they're made of
We
stone
need to
and
retake
fire.
our lands. The sun on the surface is too bright.
A wall. A big wall will keep them out.
What is this?
Typical Asura meeting. You get 3 Asura together, you get 4 opinions.
Everyone, enough! Our immediate threat is the destroyers. I propose that we pool our talents to create a superior weapon.
What do you have in mind, ma'am?
We gather our finest minds. Ula would be the best choice to build a mobile spell-working platform.
I know where Ula is. She's squirreled away in her lab.
We'd also need Gad. He knows the most about containing mystic energies.
And he'll tell you so, every chance he gets.
And Vec. Your work with the gates makes you the one to handle the etheric couplings.
Forget it.
Vec?
If Gad is involved in this, include me out. I won't work with that old windbag.
Vec, be reasonable.
I am reasonable. Get Rank instead. He's capable and doesn't have any history with Gad.
As you wish. We're going to need Gad, but no one knows where he is.
I know where to find him. I know where to find Gad. I'm a member of the Shining Blade, and we've been working for him.
Uh-oh.
Problem?
Humans working for Gad? That's a recipe for disaster.
It's like, oh yeah, Livia. Forgot about Livia. Read that right. There's a love square involving only 2 people. Okay. Oh. Quests.
You need me?
We need Rank for the Golem project. He's bright, intelligent even. Lately he's been hanging around Riven Earth, researching the flow patterns of mountain waterfalls. Apparently he sees patterns in things where others just see chaos. Seems odd, I know. But you never know what these geniuses will find interesting. Find him, and bring him aboard. I'm sure he'll want to help us. Alright, and then this is Gad. Gad is the most brilliant of the Asura. My fellow members of the Shining Blade have been helping with his research into the Bloodstones. They're currently on the far side of the Sea of Sorrows. The good news is we can get there by an Asura gate. Head south and east to an underground complex on the shards called the Shards of Ore. Oh, that's right. It forces me to go through part of the Shards of Ore. Ugh. Find Bartholos, leader of the Shining Blade. He can tell you how to find Gad.
Hang on. Let me think.
You never get the project off the ground without Ula. She's the most proficient Golemancer around. Problem is, she's locked herself away in her underground laboratory. I don't know exactly where it is, but I do know someone could take you there. However, for that information, you will owe me a favor. Deal? Okay, if you want to find Ula, speak to her former assistant, Blim. It's a bit odd, but he knows how to find her. Look for Blim and Radasum, and when I come calling for that favor, don't try to weasel out of it, human. It won't work. I'm much smarter than you. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, do I have all the quests here? I think so. Gonna head out, and I guess, let's see. So where am I? So, okay, Radasum's this way. Oh yeah, so we need to go to Shards of Ore to get over here for Gad. Oh, Bounty. Kinda leaning towards going to Radasum first. But yeah, I think I was mentioning earlier, my original intention yesterday was to play Indica, which is apparently a very short game. It can be beaten in like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, which is about what my Saturday stream time usually is. The original idea was that would then leave me clear next weekend to start. Oops, we got these guys. I believe next weekend Hellblade 2 is going to be out, which I'm interested to play, because Hellblade, I finally played Hellblade 1 pretty recently, only, like 2 months ago or so, and I was really pleasantly surprised with that game. I was surprised in a number of ways. A, it was much more walking sim and puzzling than actual fighting. Fighting certainly was in there, and I did enjoy the fighting. It was very kind of bare bones. But, oh geez, we just cannot get away. Oh, this is the boss group. Okay. Have you seen the videos about the upcoming Assassin's Creed? I have not. I have heard that it's kind of what people have been waiting for. It's like they've been wanting an Assassin's Creed set in feudal Japan for like forever, and they're finally delivering on that. But I also heard something that they're doing something weird, that they're like locking a lot of quests behind like day one DLC or something like, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it yet, so I don't know, and I probably got that all wrong. But looks fantastic. Feudal Japan. Yeah, I did hear that they're gonna have, I forget the name of the samurai, but it was an African guy. I think he arrived in Japan as a slave, but he ended up becoming a samurai himself. That's going to be like the real life character that they like to tie into those games. I don't know. I still haven't. Assassin's Creed kind of burned me out a bit on. Oh dear. We just got pincered. We got aggro from in front and behind. This might not end well. Why am I missing everything? Let's just try and take out all the guys in the front here. It's been codenamed Red for some time. Apparently the official name is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yeah, I thought that sounds about right. We're starting to lose pets. We lose. Okay, we lost Metlo. That's a problem. There it is. That's, yep. There's the team wipe. That was just me. Can I get that one guy? No, I cannot. That's what I get for not looking behind me. Not watching patrols. Yeah, it's my first Assassin's Creed game was actually Odyssey, which I've seen on the internet that Odyssey has gotten a lot of grief because it's just so damn big and repetitive, you know, which is like, honestly, that's fair. The whole experience was new to me, and you know, I was a bit of a classical Greek, you know, nerd, so I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Right up until my save file got corrupted. First was Origins before Odyssey, yeah. Yeah, and I went and I played Origins, and Origins was good too. I don't know that I finished Origins. I got fairly far into it. It felt very much the same as Odyssey. You know, just Egypt flavor. Although, at the same time, it was Egypt flavor during the... I want to say it was during the Ptolemaic dynasty, which was effectively the Greek dynasty. So, you know, it was still... The Greek influence was very, very strong, historically speaking, around that time period. Which was fine, you know. But then I got the Viking one, Valhalla. And that one, I kind of tapped out on Valhalla. Initially, I liked it, or what I really, really loved about Valhalla wasn't the game itself. I loved Orlog. I loved the little dice game, the dice mini game. And Valhalla very quickly, for me, became a game of, I don't care what's going on. I want to go and find more people to play Orlog against. You know, that was what got me through, you know, a chunk of that game before I finally just got tired and put it down, and I never got back to it. Egyptian history versus Greek, 100 years between them to remember, so it makes sense. Yeah, the Ptolemaic dynasty started when Alexander the Great, you know, went on his conquering spree in, I want to say that was around, you know, was it 3500 BCE? Somewhere, or not 3500, 350, 340, 350 BCE. And he installed one of his generals, Ptolemy, as the ruler of Egypt. And Cleopatra was actually a descendant of his. So Cleopatra herself is actually of Greek descent. I mean, I'm sure, you know, Egyptian blood mixed in, but by that time in Egypt, the Greek influence was very strong. Egypt as well. That's my little bit of nerd, you know, nerd history. Valhalla is fantastic. As to you're in Sweden, Valhalla, Norse mythology, yeah, and that's fair. I don't need to fight all these Wind Riders. Oh, we need to go this way. Which is good. Well, almost all the patrols are. I don't really feel like. Oh wow, I have not been paying attention to Green Arrow at all. I've gone on a very, very long detour. Oh well. It's fine. I believe we can get back up this way. That's right. I think there's a cave system over here where we can go.
Here comes trouble.
Go fight some simians. But yeah, I don't know about. I liked Odyssey so much that I proceeded to buy pretty much all the Assassin's Creed games on Steam, waiting when they were on sale, of course, because they go on ridiculous sales. You know, I feel like I don't think I spent more than $50 for like the entire franchise. You know, except maybe Valhalla, because I got that when it came out. Like, I got Odyssey. Originally, I wasn't going to play Odyssey, but it came across my dashboard on like one of the really huge sales. I'm like, you know what? You know, let's see how they do the Greek history business. So I picked it up and then was really pleasantly surprised. So then I went and got the rest. A number of them I got for only like $2 or $3. The sales were so huge. I keep meaning to, at some point, you know, go through Assassin's Creed 1 and then maybe Black Flag, because I hear a lot about Black Flag. On the list, but I mean, who knows when or where. You nerd out on Egyptian history so much. Some time ago, you're obsessed with it. Sat 3 to 5 hours a day watching videos. Spent $70 US for Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Yeah, I don't recall what Odyssey. I want to say Odyssey was like $10 or $15. It had already been out a number of years before I played it, and I got it just because it was on a big sale, and I was kind of curious. And then since I liked Odyssey, I got Origins like the next time it was on a big sale. My sob story with Odyssey, though, is that my save file got corrupted. I was able to finish the main game, and I was starting to work on some of the DLC stories, but something happened with my save file where, for one of, I forget what DLC it was, but I needed to talk to this one NPC. In order to advance the DLC, and he just simply wasn't spawning. Riven Earth? Oh yeah, we need to make our way across Riven Earth too. I don't recall what it was or who the NPC was, but yeah, he was just not spawning at all. And I looked it up, to see if anyone else had any issues. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to advance this DLC, and I see where the guy is supposed to be, Google, all the guides are telling me, oh yeah, just go there, he'll be right there, and like, he is not right there. And it took me a little while. I finally found someone on Reddit who had the same thing happen to them, and it basically amounted to, it's like, oh yeah, that happens to me too. The only way you can go about it is to restart your game. And not like, restart the game, but restart from the beginning. And I was like, screw that. I mean, I enjoyed the game, but that game was way too big to restart. What is that? Ice Prison. Oh, yeah. That game is way too big and way too long to just restart because of a bug. So that was when I put Odyssey down. I've since been back to it. I get in there and toy around with it a little bit now and then, because it's kind of fun, but doing the main story stuff, not so much. Assassin's Creed 1 through Revelations on PS3, as well as 3 and 4 on the Switch. Assassin's Creed's on the Switch? Well, those are older titles, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know that I'm actually all that interested in Assassin's Creed Shadows, especially since I got a little bit burned out on Valhalla. Actually, honestly, all of the games I feel kind of burned me out in different ways. And I was thinking, it's like, I feel like if I want to play that, I have heard that Ghost of Tsushima is very, very good for a feudal Japan Assassin's Creed kind of game. So maybe I would just do that. I don't know. Honestly, love the combat in 3, especially with the tomahawk. Is 3 the one where you're in the Americas? I'm not sure. And I can't remember where they all take place. Three is during the American Revolution. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like they always choose these, the time periods that are somewhat iconic for, stuff going on. They can't just pick a relatively boring time in history. They've always got to pick the big moments. Egyptian history is interesting. Talk about it for hours and hours. Egyptian, like the Egyptian pantheon is one of those where it's like, I can't tell you how many times I have learned the gods, and yet I feel like I have some kind of mental block. I can never keep them straight. One thing really fascinates me: who, why, and how they built the pyramids. There is no answer today, no matter what the media is saying. See, that's one thing I don't care for the whole conspiracy thing around the construction of the pyramids and all that, because, you know, the Mesoamerican pyramids, you know, and everything get the same treatment. It's like, oh, there's no way. It very quickly becomes, oh, there's no way humanity could have built this, you know, and then before you know it, you're starting to talk about aliens. Aliens came down and built this, or aliens, you know, gifted people technology they used, you know, to build this stuff and then took it away or something. I was like, you know, honestly, give humanity a little bit of credit. More, you know, a lot of technology has been lost. No one knows theories, but no answers. There was one, I remember I was looking, I want to say it was one of the pre-Columbian, like one of the Aztec ones, that was actually really interesting, was and viable, you know, for talking about, because of course the Aztec, what was it, Aztec? Again, I get them all mixed up. But a lot of those structures where the cuts are so like laser tight, you know, the brickwork and everything is monolithic and also laser tight, you know, you can't get a credit card or anything in between them. I remember watching one video somewhere, and it was just a theory this guy had, and I loved it because it didn't involve aliens or anything. It was just like, well, there's actually this mixture that they could have used as mortar that is acidic. Oh shit, that was meteor shower. Okay, good, we interrupted just in time. There was this mixture of mortar they used that was a little bit acidic, so that maybe, and I think they did like a test, and it does work, where they were able to cut bricks. They didn't need to cut the bricks like to be super accurate. They needed to be kind of roughly accurate. They put in this mortar of, you know, kind of acid that over time, just the weight of the stone mixed with the acid would kind of help melt the bricks together. And I thought that was really fascinating. Again, no idea if that's, you know, what was happening, but I liked that because that was a human solution, a human explanation. Didn't rely on aliens at all, you know. No one knows. There's always some truth in all conspiracy. I hate the word conspiracy. You know, honestly, the minute people start, yeah, you're right. I prefer the word theory. I would rather that conspiracy wasn't involved. And also, the minute anyone starts bringing out the aliens talk, that's when I check out. You can dig deep here, I think. Yeah, there's all kinds of theories, and there have been a number of times where they've tried to build like miniature pyramids, you know, with the best knowledge we had, you know, trying to reconstruct things. And they've worked, but I think they've not been quite right. But also they were working on like a tighter schedule, you know, they didn't really, they didn't have the time or the, you know, the massive economy and slave, you know, resources. Actually, that was another thing I saw somewhere, is actually the slave, or the, I shouldn't say slaves, the laborers weren't necessarily slaves. You know, they were actually paid, and there was actually some, I think I saw some evidence that they actually had like early versions of unions for their work, which I thought that was really interesting. You know, they actually went, I want to say, I forget which pyramid it was, where the laborers actually went on strike, and like no work was done on the pyramid for, you know, a number of months or something, until they had like better food or something. I thought that was really fascinating, you know. Random question: you know how many stones there are in each of the pyramids? No. I would guess, you know, in the hundreds of thousands, if not million. I mean, the bricks are big, but they're not that big. You know, there'd still have to be quite a lot. I would like to go to see the pyramids myself. It's one of those things where it's like, I want to travel. I want to see the stuff. I can't help but feel it's got to be a little bit humbling. Oh, hey, Blim. Who's there? Do you have my staff? Oh no, Lork sent you. I owe him a favor. Yeah, I can help find Ula's workshop. Not easy to get to, though. I should know. I helped design the security system. It's good, really good. Meet me in Magastones and I'll show you the way to your lab. By the way, have you seen my red staff? Yeah, Blim was their pop culture version of, what's his name from Office Space. 2.3 million blocks. Oh, okay, so I was actually doing all right. As an immortal Egyptian pharaoh, I do know the exact amount. See, yeah, there's the whole Egyptian cat thing. Polymock. Polymock. Never cared for Polymock. Oh shit, I need to clear out my inventory. And merchant. Merchant is in the opposite corner, if I recall. Yep, there he is. Garg. Say the 3 pyramids built in 25 years. Something is not adding up. I thought there was a larger... Or you mean, you know, individually each one took 25 years? I mean, I feel, you know, 25 years, again, it depends on the size of the workforce they've got working. What am I looking for? Am I looking for anything? There's some stuff I kind of want to put in storage, but I also kind of feel like it's like I shouldn't be putting stuff into storage. Now, I have in the past. The thing with the Iron Man thing is not taking anything out of storage. So,
I'm busy.
All 3 in 25 is the theory. Really? I thought they were spaced out a lot more than that. I thought it was over, you know, 100 or 200 years or something. I mean, not, you know, like one pharaoh did one, you know, and then like 50 years later, next one does theirs. And then who knows how long, you know, the actual production time. But again, I don't know.
Why are you bothering me?
It's just an impression I have. I didn't much like working for Ula. She moved my desk 4 times. I told her not to move my desk anymore. She moved it to the cellar and stopped paying me. Yeah, I didn't like that. He's gonna burn the cellar down. Calculation around the amount of stone blocks, amount of days, 25 years. Doesn't make sense. Well, again, do we know how many workers they had running? You know, on each one? Did they even bother to keep the historical record of what the labor force was? Because it's like, okay, you're going to have X number of people and oh shoot! Because you're going to have X number of people in the quarries, you know, cutting the bricks out. Oh, these guys have cry of frustration. It's gonna hurt. It's already hurting. But then you've got, you know, all the people working transport of, you know, of the bricks to the quarry. Or not to the quarry, from the quarry to the build site. Best guess was, you know, they had the boats, and I think I saw something where they were using like large dirt ramps or something for kind of spiraling around the pyramid as it went up. You do need a whole shitload of logs, though, for rollers. I was going to say the Egyptians weren't originally for the Egyptian pharaohs. Time period said the Earth around had 500 million people. Huh. It's one of those things where it's like, if we had a time machine, it's like, I don't want the harmless time machine where we can just kind of go back and just kind of observe. It's like, no, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to risk, you know, messing up the timeline or anything. It's like, I just want to watch, you know, just to help put some of those questions to bed. But yeah, I don't buy into any of the alien stuff. It's like, that's just, I feel like it's a disservice to human history to not give people credit for, you know, I mean, I've seen a number of people, their whole argument is essentially, well, humans couldn't have built this. It's like, why couldn't we have? You know? Just because we don't have a record of the construction methods or the logs, the labor workforce or whatever, it's like, doesn't mean it couldn't be done. All it means is we don't know exactly how it's been done. That doesn't necessarily automatically equal aliens, you know? What's the old saying? It's like, extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. Stones on the pyramid, average weight of 2.5 metric tons. Largest one's up to 80 tons. Mixed with it, don't deny either side. It's like, you know, if you're gonna prove to me that it was aliens, it's like, okay, you gotta prove that it was aliens. You know, it's not enough to just to say, you know, oh, humans couldn't have done it, therefore aliens. It's like, no, that doesn't work. That's what the History Channel has devolved into. Man, that, you know, we are still really pissed off at the History Channel. I don't know if you guys remember, the History Channel used to be an actual history channel, you know, where you could learn things. Now it's just non-stop pseudoscience. Not even pseudoscience, it's just conspiracy stuff. Illuminati, you know, it's all just, you know, lowest common denominator clickbait. I mean, hell, there was a time where, you know, I was in school and, you know, a teacher would bring in a TV and actually play, you know, run programs from the History Channel. You know, they were legit. But I guess they realized somewhere, it's like, you know, people don't want, again, the whole big thing. People, in the most general sense, they don't want to learn. They want to be entertained. That is one of the big problems. So, sorry, I'm at risk of going off on a tear, and I'm also at risk of going completely the wrong direction. I have gone the wrong direction. I'm sure I can loop back up, but I'm just going to go backwards. Ended up heading towards Arachne's Haunt. You know, actually, hang on. Maybe I will go to Arachne's Haunt. And just to pick up the quest. The other side was prove it was humans. It's like, well, we can prove humans exist. I mean, we're right here, so that's a decent start for one. That's more of a start than the alien argument has. History Channel not into too much fault. It's all, yeah, it's all just. I forget what that guy's name is, you know, the guy with the crazy hair, where it doesn't matter what they're talking about, he always comes back to aliens. You know, that's what the History Channel is now. And I should say, it's like, you know, if the network wants to go that way, the same thing happened to the Learning Channel. Because Learning Channel was another one, you know, originally they had good programming. And arts and entertainment. I think arts and entertainment at least changed their name. The Learning Channel and the History Channel did not bother to change their name when they changed their programming format. That irritates me, you know. 4 or so people you follow, reason-wise, because they have real videos and evidence. And inside. Who are the people you follow? They study the subjects? They have history backgrounds? Oh, the YouTube vids. Been called conspiracy theorist countless times. See, again, it's the conspiracy word versus the theory word. You know, I mean, science is full of theory. Science is like nothing but theories. I mean, hell, evolution is still called the theory of evolution, you know. It's not that it's invalid. It's just nothing better is, you know, has come along that explains it, you know, explains, you know, how we got here. Interrupt, please. That's another microcosm one where it's like, oh, you know, evolution, you know, can't possibly explain everything. Therefore, God, you know, and they come up with the whole creationism thing, which is another one where it's like, oh, they don't need to prove the existence of, you know, what do they call it? Guided evolution or God's hand or whatever it is. It's like they don't need to prove that God is there. It's like, well, no, actually you do. we can prove, you know, evolution. You know, we already have a microcosm of it in, you know, just how animals, you know, wildlife we've seen them evolve. I mean, hell, you can I suppose this is a you know, creationists would call this a win in their category, would be, you know, the breeding of dogs. It's like, you know, that's the guided result of, you know, selective evolution. But the thing is, it's like, yeah, that was guided, and it's been guided, and we can change the dogs in just a couple of generations. Evolution takes place over, you know, thousands and, you know, hundreds of thousands of years. Evolution's a slow process. Sorry, I'm getting my back up here a little bit. Very important to make sure the places to gather informations are legit. Randall Carlson and Graham Hancock. Oh wait, Graham Hancock. That's one that I've heard of. Isn't he one that's gone all in on like higher intelligence or something? I don't know if it's, you know, alien stuff, but like chariots of the gods level, you know, stuff. Not sure. No expert in history. Personally would rather listen to people who are in fact experts in the subject instead of random people like me who mass pile of random information. Yeah, watching random people on YouTube, I admit, is dangerous. Because anyone can... Hang on, can I get into Ula's lab yet?
Here comes trouble.
I messed something up. Travel with Blim to the secret entrance. Oh, no. Oh, we need to go over this way. Okay, never mind. Graham Hancock Media hates and is trying to remove from the internet because of that stuff and other stuff. Why would they try to cancel someone specific like that if... See, the problem with that, Holson, is that feels like a conspiracy in and of itself. It's like, why cancel? It's like... It feels like that's a justification. It's like, they're canceling me because I'm... It's what big education doesn't want you to hear, or big... A, there is no such thing as big education. You know, it's... I don't know. I feel like the scientific process is there for a reason, you know? The idea of being... You should be able to submit your findings, have them checked, verified by other experts. If your theory is sound, it should hold up to scrutiny. And if it doesn't hold up to scrutiny, then that's a solid indication that, you know, the theory is maybe not, you know, that the theory needs work. That's kind of the idea. He's the only person who doesn't control his own Wikipedia, which tells a lot. You do know how easy it is for anybody
I'm busy.
to manipulate Wikipedia. Right, because what he says isn't dangerous truth, but more like... Oh, man. I was about to say something and then... You know, not to brag, I can forget about what I'm gonna say while I'm saying it.
Ula is brilliant in her field and pretty thorny.
Worse than Gad?
Don't get me started. Gad was once the bane of my existence. He's headstrong, arrogant, and nasty. He makes Ula look like a ray of sunshine, Buka.
You've used that term before. What does it mean?
Buka? It's an imaginary monster we use to frighten children. They're big, clumsy creatures with loud, bellowing voices. Not too bright either.
And humans are like this to you.
Well,
If the bellowing fits.
Now come on. And remember, when we get to Ula, let me do the talking.
Be my guest.
Commercial media wants some stuff to be hidden, but why? What's the intent? I mean, wouldn't fantastical stuff like that, wouldn't media want that stuff out there? I mean, honestly, that's what, that stuff is spectacle. That's what sells. You know, the more fantastic you can get, the more fantastic stories and theories you can get, the more interest there's going to be. You know, it's like generally speaking, it seems like, you know, history and like, you know, what goes on is so much more mundane than what I feel a lot of people kind of wish. I feel like a lot of people wish history and everything was a lot more exciting, or I don't know, entertaining than it is. Now I'm not saying that history is boring. It's not, but it's certainly not like watching you know, going and watching a movie, you know. A little tired of some subjects. Been some stuff he found out years back, hidden away and lately come up as news, but not from his words, because he is a bad person. You can go on and on. Yeah. I think I looked up a bit of Graham Hancock stuff, and it was one of those things where I was wondering, it's like, you know, it seems like he's just an incredibly abrasive person. It's like he's out, he wants to piss everyone off. So, which also doesn't do, I mean, again, academia shouldn't care, should be above that, but it also probably doesn't really help the case. But also, it seems like, you know, he understands, again, controversy sells books too, so, and gets page views, which sadly, in, you know, the age of the internet, page views is what people want. I forget, there's some point in here all of these guys go bad and start kicking my ass. Every average person only believes what they hear on TV and radio. Yeah, but I suppose my question is, it's like, why is, it's the whole question your sources thing. It's like, okay, so let's say I don't believe real media, I only believe these four guys. It's like, okay, why just those four guys? You know, when they're just as much, you know, random internet people. I mean, granted, they've got the funds, they're able to travel to the sites and everything, but people have been able to travel these sites for ages. Hey Shinobi, welcome in. How are you doing today? I'm slow. I'm just meandering through Eye of the North. I'm about to do something that's gonna get me in trouble. I forget exactly what happens here. I know all these golems go bad, probably when I hit this liver. Did I say liver? Lever? I said liver. You know, strong. Find something that is. Oh, right. Okay. I need to get one of the workers. I activate one of the workers, and then all the sentries wake up. That's how it works. Feels like what they say seems more truthier than other larger media sources. Yeah, I'd be careful of the word feels. You know, that's concerns me a little bit. What was it, you know? Oh, here he is. Beware of what feels right. Often what feels right is not necessarily... I mean, it might be right, but... also might be wrong. Okay, yeah, he's moving. He's moving. Sorry, I'm off on tangents now. Good. Just tried Little Caesars Pizza Bites first time. They're tiny. A box of 4 is a little more than a snack. You're disappointed? How much did you pay? Well, hopefully not too much. How do I mean? Back when Stephen Colbert was doing his comedy, well, I mean, he's still doing comedy, but when he was doing his spoof of conservative, like Bill O'Reilly, the Colbert Report, he coined the term truthiness, and it was something where it's like, we're not interested in telling you the truth. We're interested in telling you something that feels like it should be true. And in a way, it kind of encapsulates media in a very succinct way. You know, it's... in his case, he's talking about news, where it's like, you know, we're not interested in necessarily telling you the truth. We're interested in telling a story. And it's like, well, okay, right there, that's a problem. If you're telling a story, you have given up. You've given up an objective, or you've told us what your objective is. You're telling a story. You're going to try and make this entertaining, which means you're going to play up, you know, the entertaining bits and downplay the boring bits. Because again, you want entertainment, you know, or it's not. They feel people want entertainment out of their news rather than the news. A lot of people will always talk about like Walter Cronkite. It's like, yeah, he was a guy. He just came on. He just read the news. You know, no opinions or everything. Not quite true. He did have, you know, some opinions, but for the most part, he would get on and just read the news. That doesn't happen anymore. You know. Everyone's got to have their own talking heads. Like, you know, most news channels now aren't even news. It's just talking heads here. It's like, here's what happened, and that takes 30 seconds, and then the whole rest of the hour of the show is all of these talking heads trying to convince you of like what all this means and what's the significance of it. And it's like, stop. Let me form my own opinion, you know? Yeah. They're trying to form the opinion for us rather than, you know, giving us the option. Sorry, Shinobi, you've come into a bit of... Same with commercial media. People believe TV and radio is right because they feel it should be right. Because why wouldn't it be true if it is shown on TV and radio? Not necessarily. I mean, we see that stuff is wrong all the time. You know, it's easily, you know, disproven with, you know, simple fact checks. There's I don't want to say criminalization. Demonization of fact checking has started to become a thing. Because fact checking gets in the way of the story, you know, that people want to tell. I'm what was it? People talk a lot about, you know, 1984 versus Brave New World, and a lot of people thinking that we're in the 1984 timeline. And honestly, it feels more like we're in the Brave New World timeline. It's like there's so much information out there. There's too much we're absolutely drowning in information. The difficulty we have, it's not that we have, you know, Big Brother, one big monolithic thing telling us what's knowledge. Like, we've got the opposite. We've got we've got so much information that it's almost impossible to find out what's true. That's kind of the problem we've got now. Yeah, sorry, Shinobi, you've come into a bit of a talk here. And I include myself. By the way, nobody listened to me at all. I'm just an idiot on the internet, you know, that has grown up very jaded over, over the years. New shows are for news. If I want entertainment, I'll watch a movie or play a game. Wish they'd quit trying to mix the two. Exactly. You know, I wish that too. You know, it's gotten to where it's like, you know, you're watching a news show. And I'll say this about anything. The minute you're watching someone talking about something, any story, you know, you have chosen a media filter. The closest you can get, I suppose, is, you know, watching multiple sources on the same story. But even then, it's like you're still left with, you know, having to kind of assess who is right or who is more likely to be right. The disappointing thing is that, you know, we're humans. We're still very lizard brain, you know. Rather listen to longer, boring videos where historians talk about their subjects. Don't care about YouTubers or media journalists. Don't know better than me. I had this history teacher in college I loved, because he was just so into history. Like, in his case, you know, classical Greek stuff. I had a whole class on, you know, Alexander the Great from him. And I loved listening to him just because he was so into it. He was so passionate about it. And he would also acknowledge all of the inconsistencies. You know, he wouldn't say, you know, this happened or this happened. He says, well, he'd be like, well, we've got three sources here. You know, Plutarch is saying, you know, this. You know, this other one is saying this. We can maybe kind of infer that what really happened is maybe somewhere over here or not, but take it all with a grain of salt, you know. And that simple honesty, it's like was basically, we don't know, you know. Here's our best guess, but don't know. I respect that a lot more than anyone just trying to tell me this is exactly what happened. You know, unless they've got, you know, first person accounts. I don't know. You know, none of us know. And historians back then, like Plutarch, you know, it's not like historians back then were unbiased, you know, bystanders. No, they all had their issues too. So, anyway, that's just by way of example. Sorry, I'm starting to rant. Instead of denying without seeing their work. Thing is, like Graham Hancock, I did look him up, and I wasn't buying what he was selling. That stuff was not sitting with me. I'll have to look up the others. Graham Hancock seemed like, you know, far more grievance driven than trying to find truth. And it was that was a turnoff for sure. Sorry. Only listen. No, again, like I say, I've gotten into like ranting and raving here, and I'll also stress, like I said before, don't listen to a word I say. I don't know. I'm just, all I can do is provide my own opinion, and maybe wrong. Probably is wrong. Again, I don't know. I'm just an idiot on the internet. I make no claims to knowing about subjects that I, you know, admittedly know nothing about. I don't... Okay, hang on. I've forgotten how this works. Okay, so when I'm carrying the key, they all attack. Gotcha. Jimmy from Bright Insight has a really good saying about all this. Always his views. I'm giving you this info. This is my view of it. Look and think for yourself. Make your own view, but don't take everything you see in here. See, yeah, that's a... Why is this... Oh, okay, now he's turned green. You know, that sentiment is, I would say, correct. Hancock is a ghoul and good neighbor. Oh, yeah, Fallout. That took me a moment. Everyone should I believe what I say on stream. If anyone questions, you say, a talking cat on the internet told me. There you go. Now the trick is I can't attack. I need to rely on my heroes actually fighting and doing things correctly. Get this one. He's almost down. Oh, they spawn in more. Okay, we can't be doing that. Okay. I think I remember. I think I remember. Hey, Lolo22M, raiding with 3. Thank you very much for the raid. I'd rather listen to longer, boring videos where stories talk about Dargus pinning. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Oops. How are you? What were you playing? Were you perhaps also in Guild Wars? Let's see what's going on. Lolo. Let's see. Shadowy alleys of Twitch, figure known as Lolo22M, beckons with a siren's call in French. Oh, I'm afraid I'm not even going to try French. My pronunciation is horrendous. Promising an enigmatic journey through Guild Wars, but as I dig deeper, the archives reveal no recent tales of necromantic prowess. What phantom gameplay haunts their channel? Would it we unravel the mystery? Or is it a case of a streamer on a break? Stay tuned for the next episode. Yeah, welcome in. Oh, you know Dargus. And welcome in, Pan. How are you guys all doing? I'm playing on... This is kind of a soft... You came from Guild Wars. Well, welcome in. I myself am also a longtime Guild Wars player. I played back, 2005. Not quite when it came out, but, towards the latter end of that year. And lived in this game for like 5 or 6 years. Put it down, and then a couple years ago, it just came back. We say we don't like what people like Hancock says due to feeling, just you said. A bit of double talk there. Oh, I probably have double talked myself around in circles. Again, that's a risk I get when I go in a rant. I have my own thing where it's like I have my feelings here, I have my logic here. They're both vying for attention. I like to try to keep them in the separate boxes. It doesn't always work. So the chances of me double talking, especially if I get spirited, are fair. Hang on, I'm gonna try and run. But yeah, welcome in. This is like the last end of a kind of an Iron Man challenge. I mean, soft Iron Man. I'm using heroes. I'm living in my inventory. I'm not allowed to put anything in or out of storage, so I'm just using my inventory space. And I still don't even have a max damage weapon, I think. Or rather, I do, but it's not great. 1528, damage 19 while hexed. Not great. Although I do get hexed quite a bit, so, maybe, I like to question stuff these days, good and bad. Yeah, see, and that's my thing, is I get to questioning myself, and then I start going in a big circle around myself. And I start getting angry at myself, which I don't like. Even though I probably should be. But yeah, I started this playthrough last January, actually. Started in Prophecies. And went through factions, went through Nightfall. it's been very, very slow. It's been a very, very slow roll. And I started going to like every other weekend, you know, only a couple of hours here and there. So, but yeah, it's been good. I'm playing since June 2005. Yeah, I think I started playing in November of 2005. Now, Spacian streams solo with no chest, no cons. Yeah, so now Spacian is kind of legendary. I'm not nearly to that level. You know, I will run with henchmen. I'll run with heroes. I did give myself the option. I actually polled chat. When I got to Nightfall, you know, I did all of prophecies and factions just with henchmen. But, of course, Nightfall, things change up a little bit because you've got heroes. So I polled chat. It's like, okay, we've got a couple of options here. One, no heroes. Only use heroes when you're required to. Like, there are certain missions or certain quests where it specifically says, oh, you need to drag Dunkoro with you. Okay, I've got no choice. I need to bring him. So that was one option, only when needed. Another option is like just one hero. The third option is the Nightfall release pattern, which was you can bring in 3 heroes at a time, and then the rest of the party is henchmen, which is what chat ultimately voted for. So that's why I've got 3 heroes over there. I suppose the fourth option would have been screw it, just use all heroes. I wasn't going to put that up as an option because that would have been too much, too easy. It's already, you know, with 3 heroes, it's already, you know, kind of too easy. The game plays itself a little bit. Hit 14,000 hours earlier this year. What am I at? Oh, actually, this won't tell me. This will only tell this account. And my head is right in the middle. I played this character for 121 hours and 50 minutes over the last 15 months. Across all characters, you've played 389 hours, 39 minutes over the last 3 months. So this is a secondary account. My primary account is up probably around, I think, 8,000 hours on my main account, or maybe on my main character. I don't know. I'd have to look. So, sitting here pressing the points. All I really wanted is don't take everything said on media, radio, newsletters. We end it there. Yeah, it's fair. Again, there's always questions to be asked. 14,000 hours is huge. It is huge. Yeah, I think my main character on my main account, also a ranger, I want to say is like 7,000 or 8,000 hours. And then all totaled across the other characters was maybe up at 10,000? Honestly, I don't know. I'll have to check later. I think you stopped playing at 8,000 or so, yeah. And the only reason I probably got that high on my main character was because I decided to go for Guam. Which I did get, and that's actually pretty much when I stopped playing. Oops, worker. Okay, here he goes. That's probably when I stopped playing, was I got Guam on my main account, and at that point I was so tired. I'm like, okay, no, never again. Oh, hey, Dune fan, welcome in. Yeah, Barrage, it's Splinter Barrage and some pets. And I'm trying to attack. Where are we not attacking? Another friend across his account. 25,000 hours? Good grief. Why are we not... Are we're blocking this guy. Yeah, we were blocking him. Okay. Yeah, hey, Dune fan, welcome in. Yep, a little bit of Sunday Guild Wars. I'm just doing Asura, Eye of the North stuff. This is still the Iron Man, or nominally the Iron Man character, but not so iron that I'm not, you know, I'm allowing myself the use of, you know, heroes and henchmen. because I don't have the patience to try to do it all like truly solo. I think I tried to up to a certain point, but whoa, everybody! Hey, everybody! If you guys could, okay. Well, we lost Elias. Oh no, we've got Elias. Everybody, no, get in the circle. We're gonna lose our whole party here. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to actually block this guy to keep him from moving a bit, I think. Because otherwise... And why is the circle not lining up with the worker golem? What is going on? Why? Sorry, hang on. I'm trying to figure this. What's going on here? Okay. Well, I suppose we'll have a chance to get some people up. What is going on? The visual is not lining up. Oh wait, it is. It's decoupled from. Okay, you know what? You know what? Just go. We'll leave Elias. Stop the golem. Yeah, I realized that too late. I should have been blocking him. I don't think there's too much. Yeah, I don't think there's too much left. So I think we can just deal with the rest of this without him. Or maybe, well, hang on. It's been so long. Clearly, obviously, it's been so long since I've done this. I don't remember how this all goes. Or I remember vaguely how it goes, but I didn't recall it going that badly. Although last time I did it, granted, I was running with a full team of heroes rather than 3. So, and I'm just, for safety's sake, I'm gonna just wake up all of these guys. Run upstairs for res, back to start. Hate this dungeon. Run up to the res shrine. Yeah, we got the res shrine. Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. I could just die now that I've got the res shrine, but I don't think we need to do that. I mean, it's not like Elias. Elias is a minion master, and there's just machines here, so it's not like he's going to be able to do a whole lot. I think he might have Shadow Strike, you know, which could work, but otherwise he's not going to be too huge. He won't be too missed. I do feel I'm probably going to miss the pets more. I'm probably going to miss the pets more than Elias. Brought a minion master to a bunch of robots again. I've forgotten, and I'm not particularly. My brain's not particularly sharp today, so. I make no claims of being intelligent today. I'm still getting over my allergies, you know. I didn't outsmart. No, it's I just leave Elias as a minion master. That's just kind of the default thing. And I kind of honestly, it kind of takes a lot, you know, a really special, you know, situation in Guild Wars to make me remember, oh, hey, you know, you should maybe change your build around. Ula's lab is not one of them. Shards of ore is one where, yes, I would want to change that around. Okay, I need to find 2 workers. But first off, let's get these guys. You know, when it comes time for me to go through shards of ore, I'm gonna want to change things around. Got an affiliate deal, if you didn't hear. Always wanted your name as a discount code for a community. Oh, really? What's the discount on a specific store, or... Hang on. Oh, I need to talk to this guy, I bet. Livia is your BIP. I don't, honestly, I don't run. I suppose I'm a little ashamed to say, it's like I don't run BIPs. Not because I think, you know, anything of it. It actually more the opposite, honestly. I just don't think of it. And generally speaking, unless I'm doing something in hard mode, I don't really have much of a problem. So it's never much of a concern. Alright, I think we got everybody. It's cool if we run something different. 3 heroes you took: Mesmer Domination, Ritualist SOS, and Necro. Yep. That's kind of what yeah, Elias is my minion master. Xandra is pretty much an SOS. My third one there, Suzuki, Elementalist. I suppose that's my wild card. Is I like running warding, especially in Eye of the North, specifically Ward of Stability. Come on, get up on the thing. There we go. I like running Ward of Stability because there's so many knockdowns. And since I'm ranged, you know, all of our guys kind of tend to stay relatively close. That sets us up for problems against elementalists, of course. But, you know, if anyone orders from Poggers, your Twitch name... Oh, shit. Oh, right. Okay. We've got the indestructible golem. Let's take care of these destructible golems first. I remember how this works. Okay. So, I'm going to plant everyone here. Where's the thing? There it is. Party can deal with the indestructible guys, and you know they'll be fine. It's no problem. Kane and a few others have ordered, so I don't know that I've ever been to Poggers. What kind of stuff do they have? Oops. Drop the item. Where the fuck is it? Come on, over here. There. We only need 2 of these, right? Yep, okay, cool. Suzuki's master uses fire and lightning, and and he's running earth for me. So... Reign of Terror is over? No. It's fine. I feel like this part is really just... If I recall, it's really just a couple of guys here at the beginning. We're basically done. Okay, maybe these guys too. I'm blinded. Why would you do such a thing? Oh, you're a dervish, that's why. I killed the unkillable. Mostly hate the part with the dungeon, or with the golems. The rest of the dungeon you don't mind. The joke being the entire dungeon is golems. Well, actually, when you're playing the Ula's Lab story, yeah, it's all golems. I think if you play the Ula's Lab dungeon, though, like not in story mode, isn't there some wildlife? I don't know. Could be wrong. Probably am wrong. Again, my memory is... The real dungeon is full of different things. Okay, yeah. I figured they like to put skelk. Or, you know, things like that. Ping your 3 heroes if you want. Yeah, if you want. Mesmer Domination.
Oh, you've come crawling back, Blim. Did you bring that flux matrix?
Is that an E-Surge Mesmer? Message got lost.
Blim.
Which one? About Poggers? I saw that, and Kane ordered some stuff. Hang on, let me rewind.
Got her up the other side and pan fry me, Vec. What do you want?
The affiliate deal, yep. Yep, I saw that.
That old fossil?
We need your superior skills for a great project to help all the Asura.
Ha! I came down here to get away from all the Asura. Now scram.
We need your help.
Scram!
Destroyers.
Have you been hit on the head? I said no. Now go away.
Well, Vec, I guess you were right. She's not the one you want.
What are you saying?
Vec was telling me that older Asura tend to lose their edge, that your skills may have deteriorated.
What do you mean? There isn't a better golem answer than yours, truly.
Probably, but if you're afraid the challenge is too much...
I'm not afraid of any challenge.
Scamming the scrammer.
I'll show you. Deteriorated. The nerve.
Baby Carrot was going to order some stuff, but it was going to be $50 for shipping.
Not bad for a buka.
Couldn't have done better myself.
Don't know about you. I have a really bad time interacting with Twitch chat messages. Yeah, that can be an issue. Struggling to scroll as well now. It's been difficult to copy text. Yeah, sometimes Twitch chat gets going too fast, and yeah, I certainly can't keep up. Especially earlier, I was starting to rant, and I was like, oh, and then like, oh yeah, I should probably actually read, see what's going on in chat. Like, no, it's fine. Hang on, let me clear out what little bit of inventory I have left. Make room for the next bit.
Oh, great. Another buka.
Although it's like, actually, my hand is kind of hurting. So I mentioned last week, last week I injured my hand, from dropping an air conditioner. The cuts are actually healing up. But internally, I still feel like I've got a massive internal bruise in the palm of my hand. It doesn't feel great, honestly. Let's see.
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon.
Oh my god, Jeff! Welcome in. It triggered on its own.
No fanfare, no tolling of alarms.
It did its job. I did not push the button. I was like, wait a minute, why do I hear the pre-searing sound? Oh, it's Jeff. Hand doing better? Yeah, so the cuts on the fingers are healing up. It's not pretty yet. But they're at least closed up. I don't need to wear bandages on them. But yeah, internally, it's I feel there's a bruise or something. It's still not super comfortable. Whenever I miss a single chat message, Baby Carrot gives me crap for being big time streamer, forgets about the little people. Yeah, it's like I've been in 1 or 2 big streams, and I don't know how people, streamers deal with some of those chats. And honestly, some of them don't. They'll just look over. 50 messages have gone by, and they'll just read one thing. It feels more like chat is talking to itself. And I get it. If chat's just, scrolling like crazy. Oh, posture. Health. Thank you. I could probably use that. That sucks. Good thing can play the game one-handed. Yeah. No, I can play. Controller. Playing games on controller feels maybe slightly better, but this isn't too bad. So. Oh, and actually, Jeff, you missed out the whole intro thing. Fair warning, we may be getting a new kitten soon-ish. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We kind of had a little kitten misadventure last weekend. In addition... I don't know where that cough came from. Horrible. You saw in the Discord? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, my wife, she's got her heart set on this new kitten that's currently in a foster. And we haven't heard if it's available yet, so we'll see. Been in smaller streams where chat isn't going that fast, and the streamer still only reads one message here and there and ignores the rest. Oh, Pan here is pinging me. Codes. Oh, I can't actually. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I didn't hear some of those dings. So Pan was in, or came in with the raid, I think, and was showing off some builds. So E-Surge. Wandering Eye, interrupts target. Yeah, I'm big on interrupts myself. You know, I don't have a Mesmer in my party right now because I'm just limited to 3. But yeah, my Mesmer is very much a domination one. I kind of go 50-50 between running E-Surge, or a lot of times I'll run Panic instead. Cry of Frustration. Signal of Clumsiness. Interrupts an attack. Delusions. And then Necro Writ. Aura of the Lich. It says Bitter Chill. He charges instantly if target foe had more health. Okay. And Spirit Light. Okay. And then SOS support heals. Yeah. Yep. I've got builds are a little different, but you know, kind of in the ballpark. So I got lower and lower in the chair and off the camera. Yeah, I'm feeling better than I was yesterday, but I do have a tendency, especially in this chair and with Guild Wars is a bit of a sleepy game, so yeah, I do kind of have a tendency to, you know, I'll start, you know, going back in the chair if I'm not careful. So thank you for that. Forces me to wake up a little bit. I suppose I need to decide what I'm going to do next. PI is cool. Oh, you mean Pain Inverter? I love Pain Inverter. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I'm just saying I love Pain Inverter. Gotta go ready to do the thing. Have a good stream. Yep, see you, Shinobi. Chances are I will raid into you if you're doing any Guild Wars business. I need to decide what I'm doing. What is there to do? Finding Gad, that involves going through Shards of Ore, and then we've got the Gad dungeon. You know, I feel like that's a slightly bigger task than I'm up to today. I think maybe we do ranks stuff. Yeah, I think let's do ranks business. Maybe I'll save Shards of Ore and the Gad dungeon for next time. Oh, Psychic Instability. Okay, gotcha. Next up, laying on the floor stream. It might be. Might do. Hang on. Wait a minute. You're leading me back to... Oh. I did not recall him being in Riven Earth. I thought he was down. Oh. Rank has You've been playing for 2 hours. Please take a break. No. I mean, I will, but not just yet.
Well, as
Rank has
humans like
multiple
to
parts,
say,
I think.
third time's the charm, right?
Shards of Ore. I think I'm going to save Shards of Ore for next time. Shards of Ore and I do not mix very well. And my hand is starting to feel a little weird. Hey, Legato, welcome in. How you doing today? I'm just doing some Asuran quest stuff, main quest stuff. Gonna go find Rank, wrap up Rank's side of the story, and then I think that might be it for me today. Considering my hand is starting to give me a little bit of grief. Start from Blocks and Falls or for Shards of Ore? Yeah, I don't think this is Shards, because Shards of Ore is down here. And we're going to find Rank. Yeah, ordinarily I'd go from Blocks and Falls, because that's just a straight south kind of thing. Oh, and we got all the Angordons. That's a bummer. Interrupts are too late. We are going to aggro these raptors. We just got patrolled big time. And all my attacks are getting blocked. Okay. Get into this group. I'm trying to splinter things. Now, wipe. Doing well, nice. Yeah, blocks is the shortest way to shards. It's got, you know, Rank. We're meeting Rank though, who is somewhere in Riven Earth. Okay, so that was just clumsy. Again, I don't have my brain completely plugged in. Although, to be fair, the Angordons were taking a bit longer to go down than I expected. I do always forget about the Raptor patrols. It's in Arbor Bay, not Riven Earth. Yeah, but Rank, I'm doing Rank's quest, which is in Riven Earth. Which is there. Little help. See Rank in Riven Earth. You know what? I'm gonna get this patrol because they're gonna come back on me here. Yeah, sure. Oh, are you kidding me? We're gonna get patrolled by another group? How many Raptor patrols are... it's been so long since I've been in this area, I've forgotten how many there are. We should get... Are we in the ward? We're in the ward. Okay, yes. Well, we're doing better than we were when there were Angordons in the mix, at least. Oh, he said as I lose two of my heroes. For Gad's encampment. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save that for next time. I think I toyed with the idea of we are getting our asses kicked. Do we focus fire the ones that are almost dead, maybe? Some of the pets have outlived me. Ugh. Embarrassing. Alright, once more. Maybe with slightly less death, although I wouldn't count on it. We got one of the raptor patrols, I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't. We got it down to only one raptor left. Oh, maybe I just run on by. Okay, there's some Engordons up there. Okay, this one's definitely going. Alright. Get out of here before another patrol comes in. Oh, I have the bounty. I guess I need to go... He's gonna want me to go talk to someone. Probably in Radisum.
Oh, great. Another Buka.
Oh, you,
I'm
sir...
busy.
Sir, you have a exclamation mark over your head. Why are you... It's like he wants to talk to me about something. Lex for the title, the Asura title track. Yeah. That's fine. I don't need to have that, you know, active. Okay, we didn't aggro those guys behind us. Who's lagging behind? It must be one of the pets. Yeah, a couple pets and a couple minions. Whoa, camera. Parathrax. Uh-oh, hang on. We're about to get patrolled from behind yet again. Maybe. Oh, nope, they're going away. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Asura title. Oh yeah, I'm still wearing the Vanguard title. If I recall, the Asura title gives you more energy while you're in Asuran lands. Getting there. Bonus energy, yeah. Okay, so this one, I've killed more guys, so maybe now he'll talk to me. This is blocking all of my stuff. Oh well. That's why having some AoE in the mix is handy. Can't block AoE. Granted, it's not my AoE. Excuse me. Alright, now.
Why are you bothering me?
Talk to Lex and Radisum. There it is. There's rank up there. Yep. Back up into the wards. In case he decides to put a... There it is, ward against melee. Not that I'm too worried about just three raptors. Who is putting meteor shower? Oh, it must be Sin. It's putting meteor shower out there. All right. Yo, rank.
You need me?
Top these falls. Click the pattern. Water creates. This Golem project is exactly what we need to take care of those blasted destroyers. I'll head to my lab to begin the preliminary work. See me once Gad and Ula have joined us. Their expertise will be invaluable. Ah! It's going to force me to doing the Shards of War business. Okay. So we're doing Gad after all. You know what? Maybe let's do... I don't think I'm up to both. I don't know, it's not running the entire Shards of War dungeon. It's just running part of the first floor. But even so, it's a bit of a taxing first floor. I'm kind of thinking, you know, Elias, you are going away. I haven't set up a smiting. You know what, Ogden? How do you feel about being a smiter? I don't have any smiting builds saved. Okay. See, that's the trick, is like, you know, it's been so long since I played Guild Wars. I used to have, you know, tons and tons of builds, but that was like 2 or 3 computers ago, and I forgot to back them up. So I've lost a ton of stuff. Alright, so... Smiting all the way up. Let's see what we can do here. Not protection, smiting. Oh. Ray of Judgment. You know what? Let's see if I can... I can't load all of these skills because I don't have all the skills. But let's see how much of it I can load. Oh. We're just going to call this Temp 1. No. Not send to chat. Save. Because I'm going to need... The thing is, I'm going to need to mod this a bit. Because I don't have all these skills. Oh, I've got most of them. Stand your ground. Yeah, that's good. I was in earshot. +4 regeneration. You know what? Actually, instead of fall back, there's one that is armor against burning enemies, because Ray of Judgment inflicts burning. I don't recall which one it is, though. Let's see. I like signets because they don't cost energy. Let's see. Symbol of... You know, I feel Symbol of Wrath is probably going to be a good one. Basic. Never Surrenders, probably okay. Whenever you use a skill on an ally, all foes adjacent to ally are hit for 29. Okay, I would want to put this on a healer. Scourge healing, whenever target foe is healed. Healer take... Oh, right. Wrath deals 66%. Ends after dealing damage 8 times. Yeah, let's go with this for now. Thanks for the build. We'll see how it goes. I'm tempted. Let's see. Although, sorry, I just realized I have a rule. I'm afraid it's gonna have to be Monk Ranger, because one of my silly little, it's not a rule, it's just kind of a silly, you know, thing I like doing, if you couldn't already tell, is I like running with a bunch of pets. So I need to go get a white tiger here for Ogden, because I don't think he has one yet. That was out of Lutgardus. I'll kick these two so it's just us, so I don't need to worry about extra hero aggro. Alright, white tiger. There's usually one nearby. Okay, there's one down there. That I am going to rezone, because those tigers are a bit farther away than usual, and a little too close. Ah, I thought it would put me right by the door. Oh well. So yeah, maybe not doing Gad's dungeon, but there we go. Hey Ogden, get that white tiger. Target and tame. Although he's only level 5. This tiger is not gonna last. But oh well, this is the challenge the silly challenge we give to ourselves. All right, so Loxes. Now, since I'm running, need to bring comfort, and I guess I can just load up the rest on. Divine Favor get me anything? Not maintaining enchantments. Monk spells cost 5 less energy. That could be useful. Signet of Devotion is a heal. You know, let's do that. I'll bump that up. Goofy, but who knows? I think Sasuke's wards will be handy. And I think I will keep... Where'd she go? I think I'll keep Xandra in the mix. Oh, another skill. Pet has 24 armor, is unblockable. Pet has 14 damage reduction. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, considering the pet's only level 5. Although, honestly, I expect the pet to die. A lot. So, I don't know that I want to necessarily advance or invest, rather, into this pet too much. Reversal of damage. Negate the next damage and source for the same amount. I don't think I have that one. I believe that was a Nightfall one. Let's see. Sin. And you know what? I think I'm going to bring Herta along. I believe she's also Earth. But, oh, before I do this, let me go talk to Lex real quick. Where is Lex? Oh, there he is, right behind me.
Oh, great. Another booker.
All right. So, now I have the title track. Barely. Not too smelly. So, this might be a little ugly. Granted, I'm not going through the entire Shards of War dungeon, but, you know, just even the first part of Shards of War is a bit of a thing. For the unprepared, and since I don't have that many skill unlocks,
Another booker.
don't consider myself super prepared here. I do have reversal of damage? Oh well. Did I? Really? Oh, I do. Yeah, you're right. You know, that is worthwhile. Thanks for catching that. I didn't think I had that unlocked. Oh, you know, yeah, I bet I know why I have that unlocked. It was the first character that I played through on this account was actually a monk. And I was decent about getting most of the monk skills unlocked. So let's say, let's take off the heal. Actually, I'm gonna pop this over here. Smite Hex. And then, what was the other one? Versatile damage. Alright. I'm as you can clearly tell, I'm not above just screwing around. I'm not super invested in doing things in an optimal fashion. If I did, I'd probably be running, like, you know, triple E-Surge builds or something. Yep, and the pet's down. That's no huge surprise. Now, I think I can get into a little bit of patrol trouble here, if I'm not careful. And I have been anything but careful today. I've had a lot of party wipes. You know what I also just realized I should look into? Symbol Wrath's not worth because it's only an adjacent location. Yeah, but if I recall, in Shards of War, there are a number of melee guys that are probably going to run up on us a little bit. I don't think the melee guys are the primary threat so much as some of the casters. But I'm hoping that, again, I could be wrong. It's been quite a while since I've been through. I think it's been over a year since I've last been in Shards of War, so memory is rusty. Basically, if there's any melee guys, you know, it'll do a little bit on them if they decide to run up on us. We have to deal with these guys, aren't we? Maybe, maybe not. Hmm. Watching these patrols. Melee elementalists and shards of really melee elementalists. I recall there were wizards that had, was it lightning strike or something? Something like that. I don't recall melee elementalist. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Can I just avoid these guys? You know what? I feel like if we don't fight them, we're setting ourselves up for failure. It's like, man, they were grouped up in a ball. Then right as I go to barrage, they move away from each other. Oh, obstructed, yeah. Okay, I'll go after this guy. It's like this area I'm not afraid of. It's more once we're inside. I will take crew member Chandra's quest, though, just so we have it. No intention of doing it today, of course. Don't know that I'll difficulty master. Ugh. Don't use Zaishin Menagerie for pet? No, because, again, since this is, again, nominally an Iron Man thing, I don't, or I suppose I could go to the Menagerie, but request a low-level pet. I wouldn't want to get a full-level pet, because that's part of the thing is, you know, actually, specifically, originally in the Iron Man rules, this thing started up as kind of a community Iron Man, and the use of the Menagerie in general was forbidden. Now, I have used the Menagerie, but only to put animals into. So yeah, again, it's just one of those challenge things. I want to say the wizards are the big troublemakers. Oh! Eruption. Okay. I not get any interrupts off. Okay. I'll take it. There was a little dicey moment towards the beginning, but here's where, yeah, the clerics. Shit, should I have not taken her quest? Wonder if that just made things a little more difficult on me. Suke, I'm gonna have you pre-cast Ward Against Elements. Okay. No eruption for you. That actually went reasonably well. I mean, with the exception of the pet, but of course, level 5, now level 6 pet is going to die. That's fully expected. I wonder if I should block Ward of Stability, because I don't think there's anything that knocks us down. No, actually some of those elemental skills I think knock down, so. Too many pet deaths resets the monk's skill. Yeah. Well, there's a point. That actually is one thing I could do, is I could block him from rezzing his pet while we're in here. This poison trap is going to go... Oh, it went not the way I expected. Sin, why are you still poisoned? Ouch! Whoa, they're hitting hard. I'm a little nervous about Ward of Melee going away. These guys have been hitting quite hard. Oh, I was hoping to... Yeah, I was hoping to interrupt that. I don't need to mess with those guys, because I'm not doing the whole dungeon. That group is moving that way, or are they? I want to say that I need to go through this door. Okay, so 2 wizards, a couple of brutes. I'm gonna try and pull them out here. And also... have Ogden hang out here, and have the others be about like so. Oop! Oop! No! Why did my chat go up? Ah! Shit. Get the wizards. Get the wizards. I hate accidentally triggering my chat like that. Alright. Accidental, but worked out. This group makes me a bit nervous, though. So I'm going to put Xander back here. Ogden. Maybe over here. Whatever happens, burn the cleric down. Yeah, I know, I'm blinded. Oh, and so much for Ogden. Okay, cleric down. Get the wizards. Also, get out of the eruption. Okay. Oh, there's a priest in there. I didn't even see that. Okay, that was uglier for sure. Donut, and who is the other one? The other one is Xandra's. I don't think I need to deal with that group in there. Get the... Yeah, I got the bounty. Definitely going to want to take these guys out. Probably not a great place to be. That cleric is a ZB healer. Okay. Oof. That cleric took a lot to go down. Probably in large part because there was also a skeleton healer. This is a little more how ugly I figured this would go. You know, by running with a full party of heroes, it's like I would invest in like 3 smiters or something. Let's get people back up. This one is oh, there's a ton of wizards here. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, you erupted me, but okay, cool. Cleric is down. Skeleton priest. Down. Wizard. Down. And I kind of wish my heroes hadn't gone into the traps, but oh well. And I think that's actually... Nope, there's one more group. All right. But this one only has 1 priest. So hopefully not too much of an issue. Nice. Ooh, maybe I spoke too soon. We're losing some people. No, I don't want to chat. Okay, now things are under control. Oh no, donut. Lost my donut. But in any case, that was actually all I needed to do. It wasn't pretty, but it got me where I needed to go. Like my bonus points here. 40 points. And make it to Gad. Oops. I will actually hang. Why? Where's my mouse? There it is. I've lost my mouse control for a moment. I will pick up the quests here. And then I think that will be it, because my hand is giving me a little bit of grief. I have an opportunity for you. The Shining Blade has its hands full. What with the Civil War, the White Mantle, and Crazy Asura, now you've got an infestation of frogmen. They're a threat to the camp, and frankly, they smell funny. I sent one of my soldiers, Haida, to deal with them. However, she's a little brash and overconfident. I fear her head may be too much in the clouds to pay attention to what's threatening us from the muck. If you help her, you would be helping us all, and I don't have to tell you how easy it is to cash in on gratitude around here. Okay? And also, finding Gad. Lydia passed through earlier, saying you'd be looking for Gad. They went east, should be at the Bloodstone Caves by now. If you hurry, I'm sure you'll catch up. Find Gad to be extremely demanding as an employer. Ready for some exercise? Not today. That will be a next week kind of thing, and that is a Zaishin Scout, so I don't need to. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm going to head out here because my hand, and also I just realized I'm sinking my chair again. I think I'm going to call it there. Let me see what is going on Twitch right now. See if we can find a raid target. I think Shinobi said he was going to be streaming. Although I do not currently see him on. Let's see. Love the not today. Yeah, not today. Are you ready? Not today, I'm not. Let's see. Who is on? Oh, Mikeke Boo Boo's playing Hellblade. I don't know about rating her, though. I do love that game, though. Let's see. Depends. What's her outfit? Oh, her outfit's a bit ridiculous. Let's see. Kind of want to see where she is in the game. Yeah, let's not do that. Anthony Wicked is in something called Scare Ritual. Oh, that's like a shooter or something, I guess. Synestia just showed up in Fallout 76, or there's Cannibal Kane is in Fallout. You know what? I think I'll just send you over to Cannibal Kane. He's a fellow Guild Warsy guy. He is not currently playing Guild Wars, but he is also running in a separate Iron Man group from the one that I was running in. There were two groups. You know, I'm still from the one from last year. He's in a more recent group. He is currently playing Fallout, like the original Fallout, Fallout 1. So I'm going to send you over to Cannibal Kane. And thanks, Aaron, for hanging out. The plan, what is the plan? So I'm going to be back, I expect Tuesday night. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do Tuesday night, because it's a little bit of a interstitiary day for me, because I'm planning this coming Saturday to play Indica. you know, I kind of want the whole day for that. So Tuesday night's just going to be a random 3-hour thing. I'm vaguely thinking maybe I'll try to do a speed run of RE2. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But in any case, I'm going to start up the raid. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Raid messages, first if you're subscribed, second if you're not subscribed. Copy paste as you will. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and as soon as the slider goes down, we'll see you later. Yep. Thanks. See you, Pan Pan.
I love you, random citizen.
Oh, and thank you for the follow. Yeah, Guild Wars is like kind of an every weekend or every other weekend thing for me. It's a Sundays thing, so. All right, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys later.